All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are supposed to be getting a Ricochet anti-cheat update rolling out with Season 2. Now, to be fair, from what it seems like, it's not just Call of Duty trying to catch cheaters again. This is them changing the environment that cheating exists in. And when you cause a rift in certain environments instead of chasing behavior, that's when the narrative can go ahead and change here. Because now it's not just, are you cheating? Now it's, are you even allowed in the building? Now, before we get into rank play and all that, I do want to talk about something here. Ricochet used to be super reactive, and I had so much beef with that. I've said it on the channel multiple times. We needed a proactive system, not a reactive system. So it was kind of like, you cheat, they detect, they ban. Or that's how it was supposed to work, at least. Now, over the last few months, they have been taking more preventative measures, and a lot of it is environmental. Now, the old anti-cheat was kind of like a frat party. You whisper a fake name at the door, flash a sketchy fake ID, and if you sound confident enough, they'll go ahead and let you in. Now, this update is kind of like facial recognition, wristbands, guest lists, and the guy at the door texting the homeowner to confirm if you're real. Now, think about what I just said. There will still be some cheaters being able to slip through the cracks, just like at that party. Even with all the reinforcements, some sketchy folks might be able to sneak in. Maybe it's some YNs, maybe it's a group of people known to tear up your crib at a party. What I'm getting at with that is it's not gonna be perfect. Now, this is where remote attestation comes in. Now, what that means is your PC now has to prove to the Microsoft Azure servers that it's running clean. We've been dealing with the TPM 2.0 insecurable stuff for a while now, but I guess that was just kind of the foundation of everything. You're not gonna be able to just spoof your way through easily like you were able to back then. Now, at the end of the day, if you're cheating, you're not just hiding from the game, you're hiding from the platform. Now, one thing I've been hearing about a lot is something called DMAs. Now, the thing about a DMA is that cheats don't inject into the game the normal way. It's external hardware to read memory directly. So let's say if you download some cheats onto your computer, you'll probably go ahead and get cooked because you have all of these ducks lined up in a row that'll see that you have some nefarious shit on your computer. And this is kind of the same thing with the Cronus, I guess. I'm not saying that DMAs and Cronuses are the same thing, but what I'm getting at here is they are both external devices that the system will have a harder time detecting, if they can detect it at all. Because from the game's perspective, nothing looks wrong, no files look touched, no hooks, no obvious fingerprints. That's why they've been such a nightmare to detect. Now, take this with a grain of salt. From what I'm hearing, DMAs might not be able to slip through the cracks that easy anymore. And as far as Cronuses, I don't know, man. I seriously don't think there's anything anybody could do at this point with Cronuses. But the good thing about Black Ops 7 is, in my opinion, it's pretty easy to tell somebody is using a Cronus. I had a guy snap on me hard as fuck in a CMG match the other day. I can almost guarantee that kid was using a Cronus. It was ridiculous. We're gonna talk about ranked in a second here, but I had to show you this tweet. This tweet was funny as hell. Confirmed. Words that can get you chat banned, including maggot but with an F, and anything in regards to transmissions. Ricochet is anti-speech, not anti-cheat. Now, again, I laughed at that for like a whole minute straight, but on a more serious note though, the thing about this is Ricochet and the system that can get people chat banned are two different systems. The system that is kind of listening in on our game chats and watching over text chat, that is something called Tox Mod, because that does get mixed up a lot. Ricochet anti-cheat is not the system banning people for talking crazy. Ricochet only cares about cheating, hacks, all that kind of stuff we're mainly talking about in this video. Now, I'm not trying to get off track too much here. In a game that's rated M, I think any kind of voice moderation for trash talk is kind of ridiculous, man. If the game was rated E, if the game was rated T, I would absolutely understand. But when you're running around in the game, your operators say some of the craziest shit. And again, I'm a grown-ass man. If somebody in game chat wants to call me a vinegar and I start crybaby cheesing, that's nobody's fault but mine, because I'm playing a game that is rated M for mature. And 99.9% of the shit that people are saying to you in game, they will absolutely not even say it to your face. So it's not even that serious. Now, I do understand making threats to a certain degree, heavy on the to a certain degree. Because again, you're chilling in your home. A lot of folks might just be sitting in their freaking mom's basement. It's not that serious, man. And look, I'm 2 shades away from midnight. If I have my webcam on, I need multiple ring lights. I need to have jewelry on, and I need to make sure I'm smiling so people can actually see me on camera. So how can I get mad at somebody calling me a nappy-headed Negro when it's the truth? Anyways, though, understand Tox Mod is what handles voice chat and text chat, and that is a separate behavioral system. That's where things like reports, chat mutes, and suspensions come from. And Tox Mod is an AI tool, by the way. I don't really think there's any humans on the team at all. But again, if somebody gets chat banned for saying some crazy shit, that's not Ricochet. Now, let's talk about rank play, though. Now, this could have played a role in the ranked play delay. My main theory is still the CDO Major 1 hype though, but it would not shock me at all if they wanted the system fully live, stable, and collecting data before ranked really mattered. Because once SR is on the line, everything gets louder. And for the most part, cheaters have been pretty quiet in Black Ops 7. Personally, I haven't run into many cheaters, maybe one or two. I did mention that one kid in CMGs that was aiming like crazy. Now, at the end of the day, me saying that I haven't bumped into many cheaters does not mean cheating doesn't exist or that it's not happening in Black Ops 7. That's like me saying world hunger isn't real because I just ate breakfast and had my coffee. Confirmation bias is real. I'm not that stupid, and neither are most of you. Now, here's the really uncomfortable part about this though. When you widen detection like this, false positives do become a real concern. There are things on your PC that are completely non-nefarious. RGB software, monitoring tools, and things of that nature could absolutely raise flags. Now, pump the brakes before you say, I have RGB and I'm fine. If that's the case, everybody using RGB will get banned. That's not the point. The point is risk increases when system becomes broader. I've seen legit very good players get shadow banned. At the end of the day, they did end up fine, but that shit still sucks, man. You shouldn't have to take it easy on kids so the system doesn't side-eye you. And honestly, if you're trying to perform better without touching sketchy nonsense, check out my guys over at Advanced Gaming Supplements so it can get you a tub or two before rank play drops. No cheats, no shortcuts, just clean focus, hydration, and energy, especially in those long rank sessions that we are all looking forward to. If you want to support the channel and maybe grab something that actually helps instead of hurting your account, this would be the second link down in the description, and use code NERVS10, NRVS10, for anything you want to cop off of the Advanced GG store. Now, at the end of the day, this Ricochet update isn't about perfection. It is about pressure though. Cheaters thrive when the systems are predictable. What's happening now is kind of making things uncertain and can potentially go ahead and break some habits more or less. For legit players, it should mean better games. But the big deal in my opinion is developers seem to be changing the psychology of cheating, not just reacting to it. And I think that's a W. And again, I'm gonna say it one more time, and I will probably say it over and over and over again, because whenever I make these videos, people just seem to think that I think cheaters are going to be gone. I am not that dumb. Cheaters are always going to find a way to cheat, just like niggas are always going to find a way to nig. It's that simple. But let me know your experience for Black Ops 7 if you are still playing it, of course. The game has been out for a couple of months now. Are you running into cheaters often? Are you not running into cheaters at all? Or do you think cheaters are kind of just still in hiding before rank play touches down? Let us know down in the comment section, and check out these two videos right here if you are looking forward to Black Ops 7 rank play. I'll see you over there.